Hello and welcome to the VOD Krastorio 2 in today's, or the weekend's, only Factorio stream, because tomorrow it is the British Grand Prix and it overlaps with my normal streaming time to the extent that I'd rather watch the Grand Prix than live. Sorry. Just basically qualifying was just on. It's a wet qualifying. It was all exciting right to the end. So I've only just come in and sat down, so I need to adjust all my all my back stuff so that I don't get pain. But anyway, hello. Yes, my name is Trismegistus. As I say, we're playing Krastorio 2. As you can see, we've just done a research. I said at the end of last stream that I was going to upgrade all, in quotes, of the smelting to electric smelting. Not quite achieved that. It has been running, but the basic issue is that we don't have enough. Well, I've not actually done all of it even. So there's the stone, brick, and glass and silicon that are still old-fashioned, and this is still old-fashioned as well. Might need to add more on here because it's actually only a little trickle of rare metals, and of course I never filled the rest of it in, so got loads of capacity there. Yeah, but I say I didn't quite do it all because, as you can see, all of that is prod modules. So we're back to needing approximately 1 million prod modules. And the issue essentially is that we don't have any what are these called, electronic components. That's the sort of big missing thing. Now we do have them, in the sense that, we are producing them. But the basic issue, there's all sorts of stuff going on, basically. We've got the Mars, science packs going in here. As you can see, we've sort of filled up most of them. So we're about sort of halfway through once this fires off. But it's doubling each time. So next time with 5, it'll be it'll be 32,000, I guess. And then it's 64, I guess, and then 128, 256. It's an absolutely bonkers amount, and there's no way we're producing that in, a reasonable amount of time. And we've been struggling with production issues anyway, and we're back to struggling with those. These are slow here. A big part of that is because, basically, we're only producing at it's not a bad rate. It's 150 a minute, which is not a bad rate, I don't think. And they're all doing that now. So the big thing that is missing, essentially, is the low density structures now. So they are sort of happening at an okay-ish rate. So these ECUs aren't. This is like overproducing, but they're lacking low density structures. And low density structures are here, or they were anyway. It now looks like it's backed up. That's interesting. I've done a lot of belt upgrading. So as you see, we've got green belt up the middle there. Looks like that could go up higher. But it's actually more, plastic is more because we're not producing. As you see, it's not really. Oh, it's a red belt, isn't it? Huh. Oh no, there you go. There's gaps in it and stuff. There's probably a rogue yellow belt somewhere. But yeah, so there's a big production challenge that's still going on. But what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to delete all of these. We'll get rid of these. But there's loads of, I still haven't put like prod modules in a lot of these. But it's a sort of a catch-22. I'm thinking what I'm going to do, ultimately, probably, maybe in this time, maybe not, is do an off factory build of low density structures, electronic components, basically, and train them in, because they seem to be the big sticking point, really, for just about everything. Because here, like I say, I have put the upgrades in. Unfortunately, I picked the wrong one out of the blueprint, so I got this weird situation where, because it's a blue belt design, and it gives extra. But what I should have done is put the one without the module, the beacons in, and then I could just put the beacons in, you know, to do them, and essentially, because the reason it's doing this, it's going backwards basically because these are extra. I don't need them to fill a blue belt. But the problem is that, well, not a problem, but in this game, obviously, I have higher level belt, so we could put, you know, green or purple belt in there, and just have it all feeding onto that lane. But yeah, so I mean, but it's sort of a redundant thing because this is the only one where it's got all prod modules in, and it's the only one that's been, you know, beefed up to actually produce it. I think it does actually blue belt, but over here you see we're lacking prod modules here, and I say it's just because basically prod module production is pathetic, and it keeps hitting challenges. Like I say, plastic is just very small. Now we'll leave this. I'll just leave it going. I have actually turned the space science off, and that's possibly why. Maybe I should just turn it back on. It'd be interesting actually to see what it does power-wise, because that seems to be doubling each time as well. But it doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be a thing where it's only like a minimum power that, you know, you have to provide a minimum power to work. It just works on whatever it's got. Why are you not really doing anything? Huh. It's odd that that's not really producing enough stuff. I mean, there's something, I mean, stone, for example, is something that we could get it to feed into matter. I think you can put stone in. Because if we look at this over here, you see I've got like, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chests of stone. In fact, 6, one up there. There's lots of coal, and of course now I'm switching to electric. There's a lot of spare coal. So we could convert some of those into matter, I think, as well. But I say, it's all sort of scaling up stuff, really. But yes, the plastic. Oh, look at this magic here. Why is that one full and the other one is not full? That's interesting. So this is all, he's all backed up. Okay, so they've got petroleum. I guess that's because it's at the end of the line, maybe? But this one, they've got petroleum, but not enough, basically. Now, what's the source of that? It's just... Oh, right. Okay. Why does that one suddenly drop water? Is that badly connected in some way? No. Oh no, look, the pipes are... Ah, I bet it's too far, isn't it? Has this got... Oh, I hate trying to work out what's going on with the fluid systems. So the water's coming up here from over there, isn't it? Because there's a pump there. And then it's all very low. I wonder if maybe I should do if I do a second line of water and have that go along here, and then this one just feeds the, or rather, probably better actually if I put a water in here. Is the water over there? The water's over there. Where's that connecting? There. Exactly that point. So let's do that. Oh, look! I've forgotten all about the shelter. Where's the water? There's the water there. But yeah, Silverstone was doing what Silverstone does best, which is rain, basically. I don't think it's going to be a wet race, but yeah, it was. I mean, the other thing, I could upgrade the pipes, couldn't I? Haven't really done any steel pipe stuff. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a water pump. And I bet I also need a... Oh, where do... Can I see turbines? Why don't I just search for it? There we go. So we need... Where did it put the pump? There it is. There's the pump. Alright, well that's a better place for that then. Okay. So if I do that, and then we put... Where did you put there again? And one of them. Cool. Now, is that going to act as a booster, or just cause extreme weirdness? Prior experience suggests just extreme weirdness, so if we cut that off, I'll probably be happier. Where did it was about? Oh well, that's it's nice and full, isn't it? Down to there. Okay. So I say it was just maybe that's just length of pipe, but slash volume of consumption, maybe that type of issue. It looks like they're all running now, at least. Oh, and this is already caught up. That's good. So that should help with the electronic circuit production. I'm doing some weird stuff here, aren't I? But yeah, the other part to it is this is meant to be producing electronic circuits, and everything's got well, there's one speed module there, but I never reworked this because I left it all to fill up with prods, so I don't actually know sort of volume-wise how much this is producing. Maybe if I just swap in like that, so it's all prods, so we don't get any calculation weirdness. So what does this say? This is items a minute. If we do it in fast belt terms, so in theory it should produce 3/4 of a fast belt, but it would need a quarter, and in fact it's slightly over, isn't it? Because I was just wondering, yeah, it's over it's not. We couldn't use regular belts, but we're not using them anyway. So should I just extend this? Because these don't reach, do they? This is what I'm saying. I'm wondering about if I train some of this in, it sort of solves a lot of the volume issues, I think. Space issues and things like that. So if I add on, say, 6 more, what does that do? Because there is a little bit of room down the bottom. Oh, they've all gone in there. General thing. Here we come. Not very many bots have actually got. Oh, that's not many. It's only 650 logistics and 1400 construction. I'm quite surprised by that, actually. Are the machines all here? The machines are all here. Let's have a look at what the numbers are now then. So, in fast belt terms, that's ever so slightly over a fast belt. Okay. If I chop off the last one, is it a fast belt? Just under. So I'll leave that on. And what does it actually need? So, in terms of fast belt, so it's only 1/3 of a fast belt still. And since we've got express belt, we should be okay. Because if we put it in express belt terms, it's 1/4 of a belt, and we're supplying 1/2 a belt of that. If we put it in regular belt, yes, it's only 3/4 of a plastic. Okay. So yeah, so that should all be okay, so long as material is still being produced. And I say I haven't boosted these to electric furnaces yet. How are we doing on the modules? They're still chunking away. But the other thing I did want to just quickly investigate was this rare earths, rare metals, because I don't know what they're being used in. Because it's, as you see, it's not really producing a lot. I mean, that's full, so that's fine. I think that's actually an old science. Oh, there's more coming in here. Oh, that's from the matter. Okay. Well, maybe we could get rid of that then, and it would help out with the... I mean, that's not empty though, is it? But yeah, so there's a matter little, tiny little boost there. Not exactly spectacular. Oh, it's backing up here, look. So it looks like probably it's not a problem. And then it all just fills up the belt there. It's only a tiny little occasional dribble. I wonder what's it being used in, you see? Anything? It's making my eyes go funny there. So, alright, so we've got a siphon off here. What's that going to? Oh, okay. The acid. Okay, okay. That's clearly backed up massively. I guess this plastic probably hasn't made its way all the way down and sort of saturated things. It looks like probably we could go... If we got 2 red belts up here... Oh, there's one there. Okay. Am I using that for anything? Where's that ultra... Oh, so there's... Oh, I'm boosting there. Okay. Interesting. Oh, and the rest's all going up there. Okay. This must be going somewhere. Oh, then it's being boosted there again. Okay. Oh, what's that going? Oh, that's low density structure. Look, and it's struggling. Okay. Maybe... I mean, what is that? Is there anything else that that's going into? Oh, the actual... tech cards. Okay. And then the very end is going down here, you see. And this is... So it's still not really getting here. I'm wondering about boosting the belt on that. Where does this backwards one go? Oh, I've just increased the demand for it, haven't I? Okay. Okay. Oh, red circuit is nicely full though, isn't it? Yeah, it feels like I need to make electronic components off base, as it were, or have a production area somewhere that's making them. But we probably need to find a nice place that's got all of the things it needs, and there's obviously the 2 recipes. Okay. Anyway, the real point of this stream. See, I really enjoyed doing this sort of stuff. It's what one of the things I like particularly about Factorio is tracing back a lot of problems. Oh yes, this was a problematic one. I don't know whether that will have got here though. Maybe I should swap that out for red belt all the way up. Because I kind of need to work out. I don't actually know which science packs I sort of want to keep and use, because I think I'm not going to bother with any of these military ones or anything like that. So what we would need to do, if we're going to do anything, would be worker robot speed and mining productivity. They both use production, utility, and optimization until they get to... I mean, I would only take this to 10 anyway, if we were going... Because that's effectively doubling the size of all the patches. So I'm not even sure I want to do more. But it's the optimization, utility, and production. Okay. So these ones, utility, are on the list, aren't they? Yeah. So utility we need to keep. What are you? You're military, aren't you? Buy to research data. Yeah, going into military. Because I want to clear out this space, basically. This is one of the big things. I'm not going to do it. And then we can maybe use it for other stuff. Maybe. Might free up some room on the bus as well. Okay, so we want to get rid of that. That wants replacing there. In fact, I will do that one. Okay, so do you want anything else? You want this. We can get rid of that. I'm not sure that doesn't get rid of our entire demand for wood and coal past the green circuits. Yeah. So I left that to be hooked up, but I think it was like the last thing, basically. So, this was all of these tech cards. They're all gone. We've then got all of this. That can go. We can now remove that and that. Take all of this out. I'm not sure I'm recycling a lot of this stuff, you know. I'll have to try and check at some point. Because at the moment it's probably all just going into storage and nothing happening. Okay, so that's that. And there, all there. Okie dokie. Hopefully that's everything. Right, the blue ones. Now the blue ones aren't used, are they, in these? No. Blue is no. Whoops. So we can get rid of this. Obviously did my satisfactory stream yesterday. And this morning, I was trying to kind of fix. I discovered at the end that I'd basically, I don't know about got the maths wrong, but what I'd done in terms of the factory setup was essentially impossible for the trains to deliver because basically you can't do balances. I mean, you probably can, but you can't really do balances in Satisfactory. And so I've been building these factories just with the sort of almost tacit assumption that, you know, we would be able to balance and it would all work out, but we can't. So effectively I'm delivering, not effectively, I am delivering 8. Now green ones are also we can get rid of that because that needs prod, utility and optimization. Right, so get rid of this. Now are these doing anything? As in, are they going into a chest or anything? No. Okay, so get rid of all that. And it's nothing to do with, so how can I explain it? It's like, that's annoying. In fact, why is that even yellow belt anymore? There's not really anything to do with, well, basically, you know, I've set the factory making steel up to have 6 rows of machines. And each row of machines needs 1,000 iron and 1,000 coal being delivered every minute. Now, a train, well, no, the maximum level of belt only delivers 780. So effectively, I've got to have more than one belt for each set of machines. Now, red is also defunct, I think. Yeah. And that means that every train, essentially, every train only has 2 outputs on it. So you can only have 2 slots of stuff coming out of the train. And I don't have the space to put 6 slots of trains because effectively each train needs to deliver, or it does now, I've realised, needs to deliver 1,000 plates, or it needs enough carriages to deliver 1,000 times 6 plates. Let's put it that way. So basically, it's basically a maths problem. So essentially, I'm trying to deliver 12,000 plates out of. No, it's not, is it? It is 6,000, but I'm trying to deliver it to 12 slots essentially. So I either need, since a train can only have 2, I either need a train that's 6 carriages long. I don't have the room to put 6 carriages in. I only fit 4 in. So I therefore need some kind of balancer. It basically works out to be an 8 to 12 balancer. But I can't, I mean, you don't have the sort of tools really, and space. That's the main thing actually. Don't have the space to put all of that in, basically. Because of how I've built the factory. So effectively I've done a learning, and that learning is that something wrong here. I missed that. That learning is that you kind of need to build the train system properly in conjunction with the factories. You know, or design the factories to account for the train station, you know, that type of thing. Because it's not like Factorio, where you can just stick extra carriages on and it's, you know, almost trivial in relation to the thing. These trains are enormous. So, let's go and start boosting it. In fact, am I going to just take all of this out? Shall we just put it all in, you know, in chests type of thing? Because there's no point having these here. Yeah, no point. Oops. These being here. Green is redundant, isn't it? We've established that. And oh, the only place I'm pulling that in. These ones. In fact, we'll get rid of these. Are you doing science? No, you're doing green. Huh, maybe I'm not. Am I recycling them? So, oh wow. I think a massive downpour has just started outside. So this is the blue one. Don't need any of this. Why are you still there? Well, I think I might put a... If we put the requester chests that I just had there on here, then that'll sort of, you know, recycle them automatically. We got a nice power place. Here we go. Let's do it here. So, because we want... Oh, it's not quite enough room, is there? Maybe put them at the bottom. And they just basically just recycle them into the machine. Although I should really... Should really be on a logic system, shouldn't it? I'm going to do that. Sounds like a apocalyptic, you know, thingy going on. Right, pop that in there. Yeah, it's absolutely hammering it down. Which that's probably come from Silverstone, actually, come that way, because it absolutely threw it down there as well. Right, yes, stop getting distracted. Should I clear these out? Should I take stuff out of these? I'm not sure I can be bothered. Let's just leave them in. And I'll think about a recycling system at a later point. But yeah, so that gives us a chunk of space, basically. So I can get rid of these labels. There. Okay. Now, as I say, I was thinking about doubling things. Say the sort of problem I got is really I need to put you know, modules and things on it first, really, because these only have a short range, don't they? Yeah. So, oops. So if we build some of these here, I'm probably going to be a bit all over the place today, if I'm honest. I don't know that. I didn't really have a sort of proper plan for today. Right. So what does, if I put these on? If you were up there, you'd be too far away, wouldn't you? What do the numbers get up to? Come on. Taking a while to build these. Right. So what is this now? What's the rate on this? So if we do items a minute, so it's gone up to 270. So it's not quite double, basically. That's the point. I want to get up to... Actually, it was Was it 150 before? Because these were all done... Oh no, these were only on 90, weren't they? That's a point. So it was these that were... Yeah, they're at 150. Okay, so we want to get to 300 though. So one more machine should probably sort us out here. And then we'll need to add on some of these guys. Just the one. So I'll let it do that. Hopefully it won't be too slow. But then we need... I'll say we'll just put in the science for the time being. And we'll see which, what resources start running out. Basically. So that's that one. Now, pink stuff. Do I need them? I think I need them for the... If I want to do actual science. Because none of these are used in the Mars machine, are they? No, it's only the ones with the letters on. I don't know why that one doesn't have a letter on. It seems a bit of an oversight, that. But it's the blue one and the two with the letters on. So technically these aren't needed to go... Okay, see, I've run out of prod modules myself now. To double, but I'm guessing... In fact, let's put one on manually. Oops. At some point I probably will. In fact, let's have that on there. Because I want to double this up. I remember these basically all being the same in terms of the maths. But yeah, this morning I was trying to fix the sort of issue I was having with trains yesterday and just getting more and more confused. It doesn't help that I'm in a bit of a map with a really weird issue of there's some weird texture thing that basically means you can't see what the heck's going on. But this is what I'm talking about with because these need prod modules. There's no prod modules happening because this is just a tiny trickle of electronic circuits. So I think I need to start, really build electronic circuits off base, basically. In fact, was this an issue on this one? No. Again, you see, needs prod modules. Needs prod modules. So, did they finish this? No, we need a couple there as well. Okay, but that's if we need to do the appropriate science one. Oh wow, why are you not so slow? There's the power. Was that started? I didn't see it pop up the message. No. Why are you not so slow? Is it just the fact that you've got... I bet it's just that they've got prods in. That seems ridiculously slow. Right, so... Let's just throw a couple of them in. Not too many. Cool. So they get a speed boost. Although they're going to need... Oh no, they'll be powered. That's okay. Where's the next science then? Because that's that one, that one. What does it actually do with the... Oh, of course, the space research just comes out of there, doesn't it? I guess if I could feed this what it needs, it'd actually be at 1,000. Well, it's not, is it? It's like 800 a minute. So that's more a case of, you know, fixing these types of issues. But I mean, that's absolute grand. So really, I could double this up, no problem, I think. But say, let's put it, get it to put all the... Oh, in fact, it's nearly done. One more. Boop. Right, so what's the rate on this? 127 a minute. Really? Okay. Let's just see if we can double it up somehow. And where would that be? Would that be? It's too far up. There and there. Cool. Let's let it work on that. Yet more prod modules for it to do. Again, you see, plastic is just this pathetic volume. So yeah, we could probably do with doubling the whole oil production up, I would guess. Kind of amazed I've never run out of fuel, basically. Sort of assuming that would all go pear-shaped. I mean, we could increase that, but say it's the plastic then that's holding that up. Anyway, on to the real issue. So let's see what it looks like with those in. Oh right, is that optimization then? That's optimization, isn't it? Ah, so I'm double feeding optimization. Ah, yeah, that's because those are going directly to the quantum thingy, and the rest are going to this. Okay, that's interesting. Anyway, let's double it up. That line to go up there a bit further. But yeah, so we really need this to start cooking on gas, don't we? But it's the RCUs that's lacking. And that's what it's working on doubling up here. Okay, well we'll leave that to see how that copes. And then this one's a double up. Now, what it will be if we get another prod module. Oh, it's just launched a rocket. What the heck that noise was? I wonder why those are on there. I guess I was just trying to do it with as few machines as possible for some reason. But yeah, let's pop that on there. I think some of these fasts need to become like... Are we into... No. Why are you running so slow? I guess with the prods on it. So I want to see what it does with, you know, what speed it is with the prods, but I can't do it until it's filled them all in. Because it doesn't report it properly, I don't think. So that's 90. And that's 50, you see? It won't do it until... It won't say, oh, well, there's about to be prod modules in. It just waits until they're there. Or it doesn't count them until they're there. Well, at least these lines are full. And this is all backed up, so that's a good thing. I finally solved that problem then. Ah, here we go. I was looking for the machine, and here it is. But yeah, I think some of them need to be you know, stack inserters basically. So if I put you there, how am I going to power it? That's interesting, isn't it? Maybe if we take them out, put some of those there. Oh, actually there, shouldn't it? Like that needs to connect. It can't because there's too many connections already. And then if we put them sort of here, maybe connect that there. Cool. Rid of that. Why have I aligned it like that? It's a bit weird, isn't it? Would you reach? Yeah, you touch it. Don't know why I've aligned it like that. That's one too many. Have we got prods in all of these yet? Not quite. I guess I can look at the bottom one, can't I? So if this is 50... Was it 50? Oh no, that's 25. This is 50. Yeah, that's 50. So if I want it to be 300, say, yeah, we're going to need beacons on that. Oh, looks like sounds like another rocket just launched, so hopefully the RCUs are doing a bit better. Yeah, so I'll leave that to work some magic. What about you lot? You've not got power, so you're not even working. What speed are you? 340, there we go. In fact, and that's not even got modules in, so 180, so it'll be 360. Cool. That's the type of thing I'm going for. There should be one more. Here it is. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Found it. Nobody panic. It seems to be lacking a beacon again. There must have been some method to my madness then. Yeah. Okay. So it's lacking. It is lacking those though, isn't it? Oh, we're lacking immersium plate now. Right. Okay. It's not one thing, it's another. But what I need to do with this, I guess maybe if I move it a little bit further up. No, I can do that a different way, can't I? So we put that there. Because I fed this directly into the one machine for some reason. So how am I going to work that round? Maybe put it in the top? I don't know why I've done this. It seems a bit daft. So, yeah, so we're lacking immersium plate now. Okay. If it's not one thing, it's another. So this is all here. I bet this is because of the matter. Because I think I'm feeding this with matter, aren't I? Where is it? This. Oh no. Why aren't you running? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. So this is... We do need to boost that up. So let's go and do that. Because they're going to have to take a while to fill out all of those. I've whacked it back up again to 700 and odd. Yeah, so this isn't where I need to be. I need to be way over here. Because I sort of put in the space for the... Oh, now this is struggling. Why are you struggling? Oh, there we go. Electronic components. Now there's a surprise. Oh, I've done that one. See, I'd quite like to take it up to 10. Whatchamacallit? You know, this. But I'm not going to do it until we're sort of stabilised a little, I think. Or certainly, let's do the 5th one of that. So the singularity ones, yeah, they're the ECU dependent ones. So, okay. Because I haven't touched this in ages. I mean, I guess we could swap out furnaces as well, because I've got a load of furnaces. Yeah, let's do a complete. We might as well. There's no point, you know, burning coal and stuff, sort of for no reason at this stage. So I'll keep that because that coal is going onto the bus. But I say, I think I've actually just removed the thing that's actually using it. So if I get rid of this and this, like so, then hopefully. Now let's do the right one. So we'll do this one. And belts should... sorry, belts. The inserters should... Let's do it from the map. I can't see. Inserters should line up, but I've been flipping and flopping them about, so it might be that way round. There we go. No, we haven't. There? Yeah, I think the inserters are okay on that one. Yeah, okay. Let's... Oops, no. Let's turn all of my stuff on. Oh, they're going to put it all in. So kind, so kind. But yeah, it's even more prods, you know, so it's not like I can really support this. But at least, still, you know, electric furnaces are now in, and we're not sort of wasting coal in a sense. And maybe, as I say, I could turn it into matter. Right, so we put in 4 of these. So 2, 3, 4. Have they used all of mine? Yeah. Because I could also use advanced furnaces. That's another thing I haven't really played with at all. I think this might be the, I don't know about downside, but the flip side to having the biters turned off, because there's no like urgency on anything. Wait. Is that the input? Yeah, that's input. So it's not like, you know, I need to avoid pollution or be super efficient or anything like that, because it's all irrelevant, really. So let's make all of this red. Make all of this red. In fact, can I just do all of it like that, maybe? Let's do that one. Now these need speeds in when it gets boosted up, so we can do that, because I've got loads of speeds. Obviously these should have prod modules in as well. Should I set them doing this as well? I mean, we've got lots of bolts. And I don't think belts are an issue. I think they've made everything by now. Turn it all the way back to there. Upgrade all of these. Cool. So that's given them something to do. Got to keep them busy, you know. This up. Need to set the recipes, so that's why they're sat there doing nothing. So it's rare from enriched is what we're doing. So if I copy it, oh, I don't think you've got the top one, did it? Copy it onto this, like so, and then copy that down. And then I can just paste the recipe on the top. So. What do I want to do in terms of balancing and etc. I guess I could, oops, lane balance here, couldn't I? And then we'll have a 4-to-4 balancer. I don't actually think, I mean, they don't produce a red belt's worth. That's sort of part of the problem, I think. Right, so, yes, getting distracted again. So if we do 4-to-4 balancer here, lane balancer here, and then I basically do a 4-to-1, essentially. Where would I do that? I'm going to do it there. In fact, I need to... No. I need to upgrade these, actually. And then if I take this out... that. And I bring all of these together. In fact, it's going to need to be... I'm going to need to move it over one. Am I? Yeah, I think I am. Do that. And that. It needs to come out the middle here. Go! So they're absolutely chock-a-block in that, aren't they? Oh. Hello, official Zyborg. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Apologies if you made that comment a little while ago. No, so there's no... So yes and no. It's K2, but it is not space expansion or exploration, whatever that SE, whichever one that is. I always get the two mixed up. But no, it's just K2, but it's K2 extended. So there's a version of Krastorio 2 that has you doing... Because I basically finished. I mean, I've not finished. It's, you know, that's the point. But this thing here, I have to do 10 firings, and it's exponentially increasing. In fact, is it firing? Let's just quickly dash down there. Because it's only down the bottom here. Oh, we're still waiting on Singularity tech cards. Yeah, they're still trickling in, aren't they? But yes, I've done 4. So this is the next one. Latest K2. I don't think so. Isn't there like a beta version? It's not that. It's just the one that's on the mod portal. So I don't know if that changes anything in particular, does it? But it's the one that's up, you know, on the actual sort of mod portal. The beta one. No, it's not the beta one. No. Does that actually change anything? I was under the impression that was just because space exploration did update, didn't it? They've done some changes, and I thought the K2 beta was to map those changes, or account for those changes, rather than change anything as such. But no, because I'm just into the end game, I've just sort of like, well, let's just sort of finish it off, really. Why is that? Has it not put all of the belt on? Why is that one in particular going a little bit slower? No, can't tell. I think there might have been a belt that got stuck in, or they took a while to do. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, it's sort of becoming a production challenge, basically. So, because biters are turned off, essentially. Not essentially, they are. Okay, so this is now a 4 lane of red. Is that enough to sort out my immersion plate? Do I need to increase the hole? Let's trace it down, see and make sure. So there's some going there, aren't they, into blue circuits? So it looks like this is the leading edge of the improvement. So why is that all backed up on there? And it's moaning about not having enough immersion plate. Or have I got... I've not got 2 lanes anywhere, have I? Plastic's a problem again. Where's that then? So that should be here. Oh, it's because they're before that backup. Okay. So maybe if I priority push that down there. Because this is nowhere near enough, is it? What should it be? Let's have a look at the calculator. But welcome, Ashwell Cycle. I swear I got distracted again there. I assume you, if you know what, K2 and space exploration are, I assume you're a bit of a veteran of the game, or you've seen a lot of people playing. It's usually I like to ask new chatters and followers, what sort of experience they've got. 150 hours, okay. In Factorio. Okay. So have you launched a rocket, or are you still sort of working towards that? So in theory, this would be 0.9 belts of that. Oh, it would need 1.5 belts of... Okay. That's not what we're providing. So we need to go up several levels of belt then. Okay. It might actually be better if I sent more down onto the bus then. Have I got room? We've got an empty lane there. We could boost that up. What was the other thing I needed? It was just the immersion crystal, wasn't it? It's more than I'm providing of that either. Doing 248k plus newest car 2 plus 0.6. Oh wow. Never launched a rocket. I never went to space. Crikey. That's an interesting, it's an interesting choice. Was it just you, if you're not finished vanilla, why did you sort of launch into, because that's like basically all of the mods. 248k, Krastorio 2 and space exploration. Was that just, you've seen people play it a lot, or because you've created quite a challenge for yourself there, I think. Because I've been exploring the 248k mod. Once I've done this, what I may do is switch onto another mod series, and I'll just, in my spare time, I'll chunk through these upgrades, because I'm getting a lot of streams that are basically just me leveling up belt and waiting for 1 million prod modules to be done. Ah, why is that only asking for level 1? What's asking for level 1? Oh, okay. That shouldn't be doing that. I don't know why that's asking for prod 1. I guess that must be in the blueprint. There we go. Let's just increase the demand for prod 3 modules instead then. Anyway, yes, so I could put a second lane of this onto the bus with relative ease, I think. So let's do that. In fact, why am I doing it by hand? Because I went into modded directly skipping vanilla. Yes, I'd say. I was just wondering why you'd sort of gone down that route, really, rather than trying vanilla out. It's a lot. This isn't meant in any you know. Anyway, a lot players consider sort of vanilla a bit of a challenge to start with. And I was just curious why you'd sort of. That's like sort of I guess sort of deciding to run a marathon before you've even walked down the street, sort of thing. It's sort of very interesting choice. Not I say. It's more curiosity on my part than anything else. Especially because, to give you my background, I mean, I've got close to 3,000 hours now, I think, something like that. So can I just put them by the side? Because I don't think this has got anything on it, has it? No, it becomes the immersion plate. So actually, this would be a good one to make into. What do we call it? Thingamy metals. Anyway. But yes, and I didn't really touch any overhaul mods. So this is basically the first time I'm playing an overhaul mod. And so I was sort of the opposite of adventurous. I was, just happy playing vanilla basically over and over again. So it's always sort of fascinating to me, what people choose to play and why, sort of thing. Especially as someone who, well, not even, I sort of almost objected to vanilla, to overhaul mods. I know that sounds a bit weird, but I actually gave this one a go about 18 months ago. And it didn't really get on with it because the whole... Oh, shouldn't have picked it up, should have upgraded it. That would have been less stupid. The whole thing, like, changing some recipes, almost just for the sake of it, was something that I just found a little bit, I don't know, I say, annoying in a sense. I'd say, very interesting to come across someone who's, what's the opposite? I'll chill on the Discord if you don't mind. Yes, no problem. Do you mean my Discord? Or, but yeah, I'm not. If you don't mind, if you want to chat, more than happy to do that. But also, more than happy for people to just, watch along. So if I take that to green instead, and we double upgrade this because it wants a lot of the. Yeah, it's cool. So I don't tend to keep it open while I'm playing. I mean, well, I think it's all open just as a, it opens as an app when I start it. But yeah, say you're on that. Welcome to join the Discord. The ultimate aim of the Discord, why I've got one, because I know everyone's got a Discord, is to do multiplayer. So if that is something you're interested in doing, with me, that is obviously, but there is a caveat to that at the moment, a little note in that I'm actually in the middle of job hunting, so I don't have a lot of spare time. But the aim is to try and do some streams with community members. But I'm going to get I'll get a server and Factorio rent one basically. So I think that's all upgrading. They might have a lot of belts still to do. But say it won't be yet. But yeah, you're more than welcome to join. I'm a bit rubbish with updating and stuff like that, but I need to get better. But say I'm struggling for time at the moment. Come on, fill these in. They're lazy, the bots, you see. This is their problem. Right, so that gives us 2 lanes of red. And that was what you wanted, wasn't it? So, in theory, we could get 0.93, so basically a fast belt of immersium, if we supply 1.5 of that and 2.2 of that. But I've just put it on advanced belt, so that's okay. That'll hopefully cover that. I'll have to go and check up to see it's actually filling both of those. But we probably need to make this into express belt to properly feed it. But I would still need to do advanced 1.1 of, so effectively that needs to be superior belt, doesn't it? Wow, okay. Oh no, I've got 2 lanes, so maybe not. Maybe not. So if I've got... Wait, I've got 2 lanes of red at the moment. Yeah, so I need to make them blue. But then that should be okay. Yeah, okay. So let's upgrade these guys to blue. Like that. And then... if I do the whole thing... Missed. Got the wrong thing. So that all needs to become blue. So I think I might be better getting rid of that one if I'm smelting so much more of it. But yeah, to think about that one. And then this all needs to become blue. Oops. I'm very much a hobby streamer, so you know it's just a bit of fun for me. So I'm a bit rubbish at doing things like self-promotion and stuff, but basically I stream Factorio at the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. I won't be tomorrow because it's the British Grand Prix and I'll be watching that instead, but because it doesn't start till 3 for some reason. Where the heck are you going? Oh, you're feeding that, are you? Okay. Interesting. But yeah, so I've been doing this Krastorio 2 playthrough on the Saturdays. And why is that not actually... Oh, it wasn't actually a full belt anyway. And half of it's going there. Okay. And I've got several other series going. So I'm doing a series I'm calling Aesthetic Factorio, which is where I'm trying to build some pretty looking bases. It's going well now because I've switched over to creative mode. Do I need to increase these? Let's see if it'll actually sort of cope, basically. Where's the immersion plate up there? Yeah, so we're now really running out of the powder. And they're not going to do that for a while. Was this maxed out? No, they're stuttering, aren't they? The other series I'm doing is a blueprint series. So despite the, couple of thousand hours, I've never actually made myself a sort of standardized set of blueprints. So I'm trying to build a set of blueprints for myself to use, because I did it's also secretly a mega base series, because I did a series trying to do a mega base. That's the first thing I streamed. And that needs to be green. I think we're okay then. And I sort of realised while I was doing it, one of the things was it was taking me ages to actually finish the game, because I say I've sort of designed from scratch every time. Because I really enjoy the designing process and stuff like this. Looking for bottlenecks and all that. But it meant I was like 20 episodes in before I even started the mega base. And so by the time I actually got up to the stage where I should have been chasing bottlenecks in the mega base, I was just bored of it. So I'm sort of... Oh, that's not connected. It's not very good. So I say I'm trying to build up a standardized blueprint set. And it's going quite well. I've got a starter base and a basic science base. I'm doing test runs at the moment. And basically in about 3 hours I can get up to the point where I'm about to start building the base that builds the first bots. So there's a bot base that I'm then going to use to build the bus. I'm puzzled as to why that's Oh, of course, I didn't set the research going, did I? Let's leave it for the time being then. But that's all now sort of maxed out. What do you say in terms of rate? This is what I'm really after. Yeah, so that's over 300 now. So we've doubled that. That's over 300, so we've doubled that. And where's the next one? So we're still only trickling in with these, aren't we? But it's not exactly hungry for space cards. That one's not got any power. If I copy and paste that. Paste positioning right. What have we got? What have we got rate-wise here? Oh, that's up to 700. Okay, I wasn't anticipating that. It's because I doubled it and put the speeds on, isn't it? I guess I'll just leave it, but that was more of that than I was anticipating. I guess I've accidentally done the same thing here then, have I? Oh, no, these are half rate. So that's over 300, but we need this on here. Like so. Also stream Satisfactory on Friday and Monday. It's kind of my first time properly playing it through. I got it when it came out on early access, but I haven't played it since. And I have to confess, I'm struggling a bit with it. It's sort of, I don't know if it's just because I'm taking on a bit too much Factorio, expectations from Factorio, but the scale of the building in the end game, because I'm basically on the last tier. I've got 2 researches and 1 milestone to do, and I'm trying to sort of build a mega factory to like a mega base type of thing, and it's just taking ages. I might have to abandon. I've been trying to use default recipes. I might have to just bite the bullet, and because Monday I'm planning to do a slug hunt and whatchamacallit, hard drive finding session. So this is absolutely full now, isn't it? I bet that's just because the demand's not there rather than it actually having enough stuff to build. But anyway, that's that problem solved. We're still getting a lot of issues with plastic though. I think that might be the next one. Where do we get to? So, next science. Has this still not got prod modules in it? Oh, it's done. Next science is the A cards. So they're at 365. That's okay then. And last one. You put them in? Oh. That's at 365 as well. Okay, so in theory, if I can provide the material, we've doubled the science. But I'm not providing the material. Why is that not feeding in? What? Yeah, anyway, they're not getting these things, the charged whatchamacallit. In fact, is this enough? No, there aren't actually enough machines, are there? That's annoying. Do you take modules? You do. Not prods, though. Let's speed you then. Does that make a difference? Because I've done a horrible arrangement there. So I still need one more. Okay. Maybe if I move them that way, I can sneak an extra one in. No. Why the heck did I do that? That was dumb. Anyway, not that they're getting enough of these. Yeah, because these are now, we're now back to needing ECUs. Brilliant. Okay. I guess I could try and work out how many ECUs. So it needs 540 a minute. Where the heck are they coming from? Over here. This won't be doing 540 a minute. Nothing close. No, so it's half what it needs to be. In fact, less than half. And it's not getting electronic components. Okay, so let's bite that bullet and see where we can actually build some ECU, electronic components. Right, so I got 2 recipes, haven't I? I mean, I could set up some matter-based thing. Maybe. Did I ever establish whether you could use water for matter? You can't, can you? But you can convert it into wood, I think. Because that's what I'm doing here, isn't it? Yeah, I'm using wood. Okay. Because wood is just converted water, effectively. So, where the heck are you? Here we go. So electronic components are either glass, silicon, or plastic. Oh, you get 10 out of that recipe. Okay, it's way better then, isn't it? So glass and silicon are stone because it's sand. Is that right for both of them? So glass and silicon. Because that's quartz, which is sand and water. Okay. Oh! Oh, we finally got the test firing. So what I need is somewhere that's got a big stone patch, oil, and I still can't remember what the lithium recipe is. Lithium chloride, which is there. So mineral water. Because hydrogen chloride, weirdly, you make out of sand, don't you? Because you make it out of hydrogen and chlorine. And hydrogen and chlorine. Oh, they're not listed? Huh. Let's have a look up. Where I'm actually doing it. Because I'm pretty sure it's just sand, isn't it? Yeah, there's this slightly weird recipe where sand gets converted into hydrogen and chlorine. And then it's put back together. Okay, so we know somewhere with sand, mineral water. Crikey. There's mineral water there. Didn't I find another one? So it's sand, mineral water, and oil. Well, not sand. Stone. So I've got quite a nice collection there. And there's also oil there. Because I was actually struggling to find stone patches, weirdly. Got oil there. So although the biters are here, they're actually sort of muted. That's some mineral water. Quite a nice one as well. There's no oil. I think we need to go on a bit of an explore and see if that one down south perhaps has stone near it. Yeah, so the biters are here, but they're like on peaceful. And there's a weird bug for companion drones, where basically the companion drones... Oh, there's loads of mineral water there. Huh. So I'm wondering... Oh, there's a mersite as well. Because we've got like 3 nice patches of oil. We've got 3 nice patches of mineral water. There is that stone. 4.5 million's not a lot. But I could convert this into a electronic component station. Because I'd probably want to drop them off here and sort of feed them in. Because I'm pretty sure stone is just not... There's nothing happening with stone. It's like... Yeah, I've got both of those sat there and it's only trickling in. Okay, let's go down there. And maybe plop a couple of radars on. You know, on these. And see if there's maybe another stone as well, hidden away. Because there's stone there as well. Okay, let's get Spidey in on the action. Let's tag some of these then. So, there. That one. Let's call it MW and oil. There. I say, because if there's like a nice stone hidden over on these two, then this makes this quite a long-term, a good long-term prospect. Is Spidey here? Come on, Spidey. How are we doing with prop modules? Still 1,000 to go. Crikey. See, that's an electronic component issue as well. It's absolutely nuts the amount of electronic components you need. That's the big challenge. People were telling me it was these things. And yeah, it is. Because they're absolute whores for... Whores? Sorry, didn't mean that. They're absolute hogs, I guess, for absolutely chewing up the electronic components when they get the chance. But it's them that's the real problem, the electronic components. I don't suppose this finished, did it? No, it's still going. So it doesn't seem to mind that you power it slowly. I guess maybe the challenge with it is that it sort of renders your base, you know, inoperable or something. But from my point of view, it just sort of sucks all the power up that it can get, and it's not. There's not sort of a minimum amount of power. I say it seems to be happy with this whole thing. And it seems to be managing the bait, because it doesn't seem to, you know, it only seems to take the excess. It doesn't seem to, you know. I was given the impression that it would basically just use up all of my power. And I'd have to add, you know, loads and loads and loads, but it doesn't actually seem to have done that. It does something else. Obviously, cats. It does something else than sucking power, but I won't spoil it. Okay. Is that, you mean when it gets to... Because like this is, I'm having to do test firing, so is that when it does the final firing? Because I'm only sort of halfway through, technically. And it's, I know it, if you mean eating, you know, tech cards, then, you know, I'm having to feed them in. Final firing, okay. I'm in on my way off that. I'll be honest, as I say, what I think I might do with this series is, like, maybe start another, like, 248k or, you know, something else, because, I say it's taken about 3 streams to get halfway through, and now it's, you know, it's demanding. I mean, it's demanding a lot of power. I'm not saying it isn't, and I should probably boost up again. But as I say, it's sort of not. I was given the impression basically that you had to provide a minimum amount of power to it. You know, that it wouldn't charge unless you're able to give it 20 gigawatts or whatever, or terajoules or whatever. But it just seems to be happy eating all of my excess power, basically. But say if it's doing that, I could just leave the base running, you see, for a couple of days and it'll finish. Because I've tapped so many resource nodes and stuff that they're not going to run. I mean, that might run out. That might be the one. But then I'm feeding stone in there, so yeah, I don't think resource-wise we're going to run out as such. It's just I'm kind of... If it's doubling each time, I'm going to have to double the science again, I think. Anyway, let's go down here. In fact, let's actually go over to... over to this. And we'll do some power over to there. But yeah, sort of, and then come back, basically, when I get, you know, when I've done 9 firings. And I'll do a stream then and, you know, do the final one and see what happens. My sort of guess of what it does was that, because it's got Mars written on it, basically, so the, you know, the science part, you know, science things are Mars. So I assume it takes me to Mars, which is basically starting the game again. But yeah, I shall see. Right. Okay. It's been interesting, actually, with Spidertron. I've not really used it much this game. I say, I think it's another reflection of the fact that biters are basically switched off. Because they use them, you know, for combat and building stuff, but there's less pressure to do all that. Okay, so let's get over here. I didn't bring anything with me. Because I need the other well things, don't I? That was silly. Right, let's just pop a radar on though. See what there is over here. And then similarly here. Let's over to that. Head over to there. So seconds. Yes, it takes you to Mars. Okay, I'll take that as not what it does then. In fact, did I? Oh, it's mostly got bots on it, isn't it? I say I was planning to do that stuff with it, but ended up just not building because it's sort of pointless there. But I don't think legs work in it in this game, do they? Right. Yeah. Somebody's put a lake in the way. That's not very convenient of them. No. Head over. Let's do it from that. Well, I'm going to set it up here anyway, but I say if there is a stone not too far away, then that would be super convenient. So Zygarde, would you recommend the combination of mods you've got on? Are you enjoying it? I've actually been doing a multiplayer with someone and we're discussing whether to add in a mod or... Because we're not, I mean, we're both very experienced players, so we're a way off launching a rocket, but not far. But I was telling them about the 248k mod, that you can do it in add-on mode as well as in full overhaul mode. I hate doing chemical tech. Is that quite complicated then? Enjoying it, but I hate being alone. You mean as in working it on your own, or? I'm not seeing any stone there. What about up here? It's not showing me anything so far. Okay, let's leave it to work away. Yes, doing stuff alone and being alone. Okay. Right, so I'm going to have to clear out these biters on these patches. Oh, there's an oil there as well. In fact, let's rework this. Because what I hope, if there's a stone nearby, in fact, this needs to stay as a drop-off station anyway, doesn't it? Let's bring the train back. Can I bring it back? Let's bring it over here. I want to have it sit at the station. Because I think I'll convert this to like a local thing. I've got to say my mod pack is a bit cheaty about resources, ores never deplete, the semi-cheaty stuff. Yeah, I mean, I personally don't tend to use that sort of stuff, but I don't think there's ever any problem with it. I mean, it's what you enjoy, isn't it, really? You know, it's your game, you pay for it. Do what you want. Yeah, so I personally have tended to stay away. You know, the small, this is like my first, you know, proper overhaul mod, but I've never really quite gone for the, as it were, the cheaty type of things. But I mean, the amount of stuff you've got on, you know, additions to the game. Right, wait here, please. I wouldn't. Let's just turn that off. I wouldn't. I won't feel bad about having cheated things on, because I say you've given yourself a massive challenge there, in my opinion. But I say to each their own. Very much. Right, so this all needs sort of reversing. But when am I actually going to do the build? Because I need to put another stop in here. Have I got my... These will be the old ones, won't they? Okay. But so it's like, you know, because people say on like Reddit and stuff, they'll be like, you know, don't download blueprints and all that sort of stuff, and it's like, always seems a bit over the top, that sort of thing to me, as in saying don't do it. It's like, you know, give it a go, and if you can't do it yourself or you don't enjoy it, then download blueprints. It's not, you know, it's not the end of the world using somebody else's blueprints. Where's the station? There it is. That's like that thing. I'm not big into the whole, what was that meme? You know, you've cheated yourself and all that sort of stuff. That seems stupid attitude to me. Yeah, so I'd have the electronic circuits load on there. So I didn't bring anything with me at all. That's particularly dumb. I don't even know why you're bringing you up. I don't think you've got anything in you. I'll just go off, see if you want to take a peek. Yeah, maybe. I say I don't tend to do that stuff when I'm actually streaming, so it would have to be afterwards. And I'm actually streaming a bit later than I normally would, so I'll probably pop off and get dimmer. But yeah, I tend to tend to keep that separate because part of the thing, I don't. This isn't meant as a direct comment on you or anything like that, or anyone who watches, whether it be live or VODs or any of that stuff, because the channel is like for all audiences, so it's not. I don't swear in the streams or anything like that, or I try not to. Very occasionally, a very mild swear may slip out, but why you not? Oh, you've done it. But yeah, there's always the risk if I do voice chat or anything like that of because I'm not against swear. I don't mean it from that point of view. It's just that thing of oh, it's the snow, isn't it? Of if somebody does a swear, then I don't have to be apologising for other people. But so I say that in no way mean I'm not expecting you would be or anything like that. It's just I say tend to keep that stuff away, or if you put language in the comment or something like that, and I had it on screen or whatever. It's just trying to safeguard against that. So I think this needs to be the loading station, doesn't it? So this needs to be. I say it's not meant as a. Do not take that the wrong way. It really isn't meant in that way at all. I say that's one of the tricky things with wanting to do a community stream. In that I don't quite know how I'm going to manage that. Because one option is just to not have it in the streams. I could keep the audio separate. But then I don't know. You'd end up with this where I'm a situation where I'm always talking to myself, but I'm in a conversation with someone who's not there. Where the heck is? Oh, it's there. Okay. So we want to load on electronic components. But yeah, so I'll have a take a peek. Maybe at some point. What am I looking for? I guess I want to put a loading thing. Should I put it on now? Yeah, let's do a 4 loader. Like that, and then I need to upgrade it because I'm not carrying yellow anymore. And these need to go up to these. Okay. So I guess the other question, am I just going to pipe the stuff over? Because I'm thinking of building it in this area. Because although I can clear these guys out without any, they don't even respond basically. Because of the weird mod conflict that's going on. They're so evolved that it takes ages for the drones to kill them off. Maybe I work backwards. Because I could train both the mineral water and stuff over. But it feels like I should just pump it if it's fluids. Have we got any... There's no rock at all. No stone at all. That's annoying. It's weirdly limited, the stone. I guess I can always send a train over there and grab it from there, maybe. How very odd. Right, so how much do I actually want to produce? And do I want to use the new assembly machines? I guess I should. What does the advanced furnace... What recipes does this have in it? Is any of this relevant? Oh, right, so this does glass and silicon. Okay. It doesn't do it from... No, it doesn't. Okay. I can use this for the glass and the silicon. What about the advanced... I know the advanced lab. Advanced chemical plant. You do plastic. Oh, coal. Wait, am I getting the recipe wrong? We want the advanced assembly machine. So it's the new recipe. Yeah, of course I need coal. Oh, well, there's coal patches there. Okay. Loads of coal. Cool. Okay. So, how much do I actually want to produce? If I was to try and do... Do I 3 beacon these like I've been doing before? Could maybe do them as proper things. Well, there's 4 ingredients there. Oh, so that's 5 of 10 done. I can't see it remotely, can I? No. Well, let's let that work away. It's going to be ages. If it needs 32,000, I'm not going to have to worry about that for a while. So if I was just to put, say, 2 of these on as a sort of standard thing, what does that produce in terms of speed and stuff? So belts wise, if we were trying to put in, do I want to try and do express? Well, let's work on superior. So if I was trying to do 4 superior belts, oops, how many is that? That's 4 machines. So we're into that sort of scale. Oh, have I not got... Oh, I've got rods. Okay. So that's actually... Hey, that's 2 superior belts worth. But then how many superior belts do I want? Do I want 4? Because that would be doubling it again. No, I can't do that because I would need room for belts. So if we do it that way, oh, you know, just wait to put the beacons in. Have we got enough? Not quite. Okay, but what is that? Oh no, I have. So that's 4.2 belts. So if I take those 2 out, yeah, I think I'd probably go with that. So 1, 2, 6, 7. Or maybe put them back. .1. Oh, wait. Okay. 0.2. Okay. It would need 0.9 superior. What is this? It's nothing. So I need glass and silicon and where the heck am I going to get all these prod modules to put all of this in? I don't know. But yeah. So we do it based on 1, and then I just double the number, basically. Oops. So if these were odds, I have to speed them up as well. But they are bigger machines, okay. Maybe leave it like that. What am I looking for? Look at the speeds. So if you, oops, you had that on there. In fact, that's probably not sensible, is it? Doing them together. So how many glasses do I need? So that's over, isn't it? One of them. What? How did that go up? Net machines 1. So I only need 1 to support all of that. Yeah, okay. So I need 2 because obviously I've done it with half. So we do need 2. But only 2. Interesting. So is this 2 as well? Might have to rob some modules out again. Net machines 1.1, yeah, so that works with 2. But I need to supply this with quartz, don't I? No, I don't. Silicon. Can you do silicon? You can't do silicon. Where do I get silicon then? Is silicon not... What's silicon from? Where am I building this? It's here somewhere? Yeah. No, up here. I'll put any of them prod modules in. Right, so this was the crushers. Oh, silicon's in a filtration plant. Okay. Have I got any of them? I'm not sure I've got any filtration plants on me. No, I haven't. Bottom. Okay. Okay, so I don't know how much glassy stuff I need. Sand I need. No, because I need to put the filtrations down. So we need crushers with sand. Crusher. Now these are nuts. I've kind of grown to hate these. Are you gonna... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can't really... Yeah. Oh, am I out of them as well? Oops. Okay. Let's put them in. So I don't think I can really work this out without the filtrations. So in theory it's 2 down. But say I suspect that's way off. And that's actually only to do half. Oh, of course I need to put this in here. Stone, there we go. So yeah, that's, I say, I don't know. I need the filtration machines. But let's have a look at the chemical lab. In fact, this needs to move over so that I don't... In fact, if I accidentally... No. Because they're shorter range, aren't they? How many of those have I actually got? So let's just... I mean, it's... we know we need one, but how many more I need I can't work out until I've got the filtrations. So in terms of chemical plastics... Oh, so that's 0.628. Doesn't that mean one will do us for the whole thing? I can't really check properly without prod modules and stuff. But yeah, I think one old sorter's there. Okay. So the bit that's missing is the things. I'm just going to... Oops. Put these in. And maybe just double that. Yeah, I need filtrations. I need a lot more of the mini beacons. Your mini bacon. Your mini bacon. Can't see them. So much stuff in such a bad order. Right. That out. So I need like 100 of them. I should grab a load of... If I'm talking about doing superior belt, then we should whack this right up to like 1,000. And this up to 200. That up to 100. 150, it's fine. 200 of them. What am I going to sacrifice to do that? So my throat's getting very craggy. Not sure. In fact, let's hop back into Spider and do this on the way. Excuse me. Okay, so what can I sort of get rid of? I mean, I guess I could get rid of like lower level belts and stuff for the time being. If I'm going to go all superior. Maybe keep blue? Yeah, let's keep blue and below. What have you got on you? You've got miners and stuff, haven't you? Oh, that's a point. I'm now at level 3 miners. Have I been making them? I'm not sure I have. I think I just handcrafted a few. So I'll grab some of them. I don't need inserter parts. Oh, I don't need research servers either. Are they... because I've got a list items on. Oh, I should have reorganised this ages ago, but I just kept putting it off. They're research servers. Don't know if I've even got them. I don't really need this regular smelters. The electric regulars. If I'm going high level. I guess I don't need the regular assemblies. We'll take some regular bacons in case I decide to go that route. Rail-wise, I'll put this up, but we'll put it all into Spider. Well, that's all red and yellow belt, isn't it? Why have you got this random collection of stuff, Spider? What have you been doing? Why have you got 4 of them and 76 iron plate? And what have you been doing, you naughty little spider? Right, so let's pop signals in there. Put more of them in there. Them. And them. Maybe some substations. Put the train stops in. Some inserters of various stripe. I could convert all of this to landfill. Am I in the zone? I'm in the zone. Why have you got batteries? What are you doing with batteries? I think I'm going to put some more of those in. They're just sort of spares, really. I'm going to say the rail stuff. You can take the bridges as well, some of the bridges. And we're going to need another train at the very least. Do I want to do that now? I think I'll leave the train. Right, so if I put more of that in there, take that down to, well, let's just have 100. I say these things, am I even making them? Oh, I am. 164 on the way. Okay. We'll put them in Spider there. So I've got loaders, haven't I? What else could I get rid of? I guess regular chemical plants if I'm using advanced. Don't need them. Am I going to need steel pipes? Might do. To get the flow volume going. I haven't used any of these ducts either, have I? So this is part of the problem with, I think, with not having the biters on, because it's... Oh, I'm not making underground ones. Okay. Oh. It's taking a lot of the pressure off, and it's like I don't need to be efficient, so I don't bother. Might be worth having more of that. Right, how are we doing? You're still bringing them in. On the way 0, logistic storage 0. That's not a good sign. Why have you not got them? Oh, on the way 1. They're obviously being made very slowly. Don't even know where they're being made. It's probably up here, is it? Are they, No, can't see them there. Over here? Oh, there's singularity beacons. So it looks like it's maybe waiting on the ECUs. Yeah, which isn't a surprise as such, because they're the big struggle item. We're building the thing that's going to help us make more of those. Cool. I guess we're going to have a quick look and see if it is doubling each time with the old... science demand. Well, at least it's come down from 1,000. That's a positive, isn't it? Okay, here we are. So, yeah, it's gone up to 32,000. Wow. So this would be for 6, 32,000 for 6, 64,000 for 7, 128,000 for 8, 256,000 for 9, 512,000 for 10. So 500,000 science of each science pack. With that being, binary, effectively I've got to produce another 1,000,000 science packs. Near as damn it. And I can't even sustain my plastic. Why is it so pathetic again? Oh, these are all stuffed. So I should upgrade the belt, shouldn't I? Okay. Have I got everything? Have you brought me everything? Everything you can. I've only got 3 prod modules. I think we'll have to build it without the modules actually in. And then eventually when the module issue sort of resolves itself. Have I got everything? So I'm going to be doing stuff with belts. I'm going to be stuff with inserters. Probably need to do a bit more with trains. Pipes. No, I need a lot more pipes, don't I? Okay. Let's... If I put those in there. Those in there. Turn these down. That. In fact, should I think we should have more belt than that. Okay, I need pipe. Lots of pipe. Like 300 pipe. Okay. There should be lots of that in the system. Oh, we have got 200 miners as well. Okay. Okay. Oh, and loads more as well. Okay. That's good. How are we doing? Is that all the pipe? That's all the pipe. Okay. Right, now we can head off. Got... Oh, no, we can't, because I need pump jacks. I don't think I'm making pump jacks. No. I was just going to do it when I needed them. Have I got any of them? Oh, I've got some of them. Oh, I've got 10 of them. Okay. Okay. How many pump jacks have we got? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18. Oh, I can't even tell. 19, 20, 21, 30 maybe? In total for mineral water. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20, 21, 25. So about 30 of each. Okay. I have to handcraft these, you see. So 5, 10, 15, 20, because there should be 10 on the way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And you need to bring me more. So it was 30 and 30, wasn't it? 30. 30. Okay. How did you bring me 10, but I've only got 8? I think you've lied to me there. So making 12 more. So that only makes 22. What? So in, that's 30 there. So that's 5, 10, 15. Where are they? There. So there's none on the way. 5, 10, 15. 10, 20, 25. So I need 5 more. Yeah. Okay. I'll see you later. Yeah, thanks for joining me, Zygog. I hope you have a good day. Good rest of your day. So I don't know if you pop something on Discord. I will certainly try and take a look. If not tonight, then first thing tomorrow. I won't actually be streaming tomorrow because the British Grand Prix is on. I'm gonna be watching that instead. But usually I would stream Saturday and Sunday if you wanted to pop back. So I wasn't sure. Were you saying earlier whether you wanted to do multiplayer and something like that? I'd certainly be interested, but as I say, with the caveat that I'm job hunting, so I don't have a lot of spare time in the evenings and stuff because I'm, writing cover letters and all this sort of stuff. So, but if you just pop some, I don't know, links or whatever, or photos in the Discord, I'd certainly have a look. I'd certainly be interested to see what a K2 SE 248K base looks like, even if you say you're not too far in, but must end up a bit of a monster. But yes, thanks for joining me. Hope you have a good day, and thanks for the follow, etc. Very much appreciated. Okay, so I think I've got those being queued up, haven't I? There's 10, and then 8 more of those. Yeah, okay. So long as we've got bits and pieces here. So in theory, there's more purple belt on the way. But I don't think I'm fussed about that right now. Okay, off we go. Should have done this first time, but just set off into the wilderness. I say it's all a bit academic until it's all done a lot of the modules, but it can't do the modules until it gets electronic components, and that's what I'm trying to build, so it's a little bit catch-22. Plus this has got so much it needs to do. I don't think we'll have firing number 6 happening anytime soon. Blue's quite slow as well, isn't it? What's blue waiting on? Wait. Are those machines deliberately slow? I thought that I did them as... No. Oh, bum. I've looked at the wrong number. Because that's matter research. Is 3... It's not the... That's only 50. How is that so slow? Yeah, that's only 50. Bum. So that needs way doubling. So that'd only be 100. That'd be 150. Seems a bit pointless having all of these since they're sort of up way over. In fact, maybe I take that out. This definitely needs adding on here. So that's 50, 100, 150. I'm not going to have room for 300. I'll have to go down one, I think. So if we add one in there instead, or as well as, then that's not actually going to do 50 because the... Oh, I could chuck some beacons on the bottom. And then... So what's that? One. So if 2's 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. So one more will get us the 300 theoretically. And we've arrived, so we need to work on that. But I was way off on that. It's because I say I looked at this number, the number for these, not this one. In fact, I think that might be an outstanding problem because there was only one machine there before. That might be an error from months ago. Now, filtration, lads. So filtration, we can put another one of those on because it's the smaller bacons. You need to make quartz, and you need... Did they put all the prod modules in the other machines? They did, didn't they? Let's get rid of them here then. For the time being. No, stop it. Don't make me turn you off. Right, so let's put the prods in there. Oops. Prods in there. No. Oh, will it not do prods? Oh, it won't. Okay. So... Okay. Right, so 1/2. I'm not actually sure whether putting prods in these is sensible anyway, because there's so much comes out of them. It feels a bit like that would be a bit of a waste of time. Right, so 1/2 of the side in superior transport belt terms. Now we're 8.3 of these too low. Okay, so yes, speeds are worthwhile. That's only one side. Oh! Produce 1 million units of matter. Okay, I will do. Or I have done. Right, so still 4.3 machines, but these are too high, aren't they? Because that's everything. That isn't one side, that's both sides. Because these I've overdone it by... That's not quite right, is it? Because it would need to be... No, that's okay. No, it isn't. Oh, I need the prod modules. Can I just hand make a few? No, of course not. Anyway. So it's 4.3 down. Wow. Really? I'm out of speeds now. I'm out of speeds. How is that still not enough? That's insane. I think I'll scale this down. Let's do it in advanced transport belt terms. So, in advanced transport belt terms, this is too many machines because I need it to be 2. Because what I'm thinking is feeding in an appropriate belt level to each of those, basically. So I don't need it to be 3, I need it to be 2. So it needs to be 1 less. I might underdo it as well. I might not try and overdo it. Yeah, so let's go with 1.9. So I think if I... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Bring that. 31 of those now. Okay, so put them in. Now, what does that give me? Oh, it's not got all the speeds in. Because of these bad boys. Put them all in. No, that's not quite all of them. But let's take them out as well. Is that all of them? Are we done now? Are we happy? Yeah, there's no blue flashing things. Right, so that produces just under 4 advanced transport belts. Okay, that's what I'm after. Now this is saying that it's 1 too many of those. Okay, and 1 too many of those. So 1 of those machines will produce enough stuff. Okay, this is a bit more reasonable. Now, quartz-wise, it's 0.38 of a machine too many. So just to check that, if I take 1 out, it's too far. Okay, so we do need that machine. Now, crusher-wise, I bet I got rid of... Oh no, I've got some stone. Okay. We need prod modules in these. I've not got enough, have I? No. Oh, I keep doing that again. So I'll put 1 more in here. Is that enough? Billy Bob. I forgot to put the... Put the stone in. Like that. So it's saying it's half a machine too many. Okay. Plastic-wise, I say I've run out of... Because these take 4 again. So it's too low. Oh, but that's half a machine too many anyway. Okay. So if I get 1 more prod module in there, then everything works out? All of the net machine numbers are positive? Yeah, I think that's okay. But I need to supply it with a lot of stuff. So I need to feed in 1.2 advanced belts of stone. That's not as much as I was expecting. Cool. Okay. So this is like the maths, I think, for producing the belts that I want. So if I put this sort of over here, like as a reminder, hopefully we shouldn't fill it in or anything. But this is it, basically. Okay. Okay. I can't put... No, they won't fit in the middle, will they? Can I put... Okay. So power these like this. But yeah, in terms of production then. So to do them, I basically need 4 belts coming in. Or, no, I need 4 belts. 4 advanced belts. And these are advanced belts. No, they're superior belts. Okay. But it don't make any difference because it's more than. So I brought the wrong ones with me. I should have brought... Oh, well, I changed my mind, didn't I? I went down to advanced. We can always build it in terms of superior, though. But yeah, so basically I need... Would it therefore make any difference if they were just in one great big long row? Might be easier to do with what should we call it? These things as well. Because how am I going to actually do this? Because we're going to have to go with something like that. And then, I mean, I could always unconnect these, couldn't I? Oops. Then, essentially, how many of these can I sort of fit in? I can only do 2. So I can, or well, I could move that to there, couldn't I? Oops. Like that. So I could have like all 4 ingredients coming in on one side. Because I can just move this up each time. Does it work as a repeating pattern? I guess, I mean, this doesn't have to be a... I guess if I leave it like that in case I do want to expand it up to superior. But that one doesn't have to be a underground, does it? But keeps surprising me that. It's basically, it's like the sound of snow, crunching snow. But, oh. No. And then these need to come. There. And then the output. How much of this do I actually have? Alright. Gonna need to be like that, isn't it? And then copy that down. Oops. Right. Oh, no, I wasn't. Hang on. yeah, it's nearly 4 belts of this. So how can I do that? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 10 machines, and they're going to just under 4. So it's not a 10 to 4, but I could combine 2 of them, and then it's a 5 to 4 type situation. In fact, why don't I do that instead? Just get rid of this. Oh, it leaves footprints as well. I didn't see that before. Do they fade over time? Must do. Oh. Hello. Oh, I'm not sure how to say your name. Nithel Giral. I just welcome to the stream, and thank you for the chat. Are you only running Krastorio 2 only? Yes, that's right. So this is just Krastorio 2. Somebody was asking earlier, it's not the beta either. I know there's 0.6, is it? Beta or something? Krastorio 2. It's just the, the, what do you call it? Official release. But there are a couple of extra mods, so there's the train, railways and things like that. But basically, is that all of the green belt I brought with me? Okay. But they're, all minor stuff. It's pretty much, it's probably changed actually, but there used to be a recommended list of sort of supporting mods for K2. Why does that? Oh, I've forgotten to do the top one. And it's basically that list. Didn't go too far. Because this is actually, I've got quite a lot of hours in the game, but this is the first time I've actually done an overhaul mod. And so I thought I'd start with the one everyone tends to recommend. And I've just gone straight sort of vanilla. Yes, so it's just K2. It is K2 extended as well. There's like the K2 extended mod, and basically that's what I'm trying to do. Is this thingy here is it's done 5 test firings. It's got 5 more, and it turns out it's going up exponentially. So it now wants 32,000, I think, science packs. So then it'll be 64, then 128, 256, 512, which is an enormous number of science packs that my diddly little base won't do. So I am starting. Let's leave it with that, I think. I'm starting to sort of expand things. I'm starting with an offshore, off-base electronic components build, because that seems to be one of the big struggles. Cool. Okay, so do these seriously output? So does that glass seriously output enough for this entire thing here? Because it's outputting 0.896 of an advanced belt, but it only needs 0.85. Okay. How much input does it need though? Because that takes sand directly. It needs 1.2. I am using superiors. Okay. So if I move this over, I think I want to just give myself plenty of room each time. So if I do that, in fact, maybe I could try and put both of those on the same belt. Would that work? No, because it does still need to be over half. So I couldn't double side them. So it does need to be a full belt coming out. But yeah, so if we move this over as well, over here somewhere. Now, how many of these do you need to feed you? Or two do? A to-do, 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 to-do. Right. Oh, of course it's lost the recipe. Of course it's lost the recipe. So, that's saying that it does need more than one. Let's just do that again in case it hadn't done. Yeah, does need more than one. Okay. I was wondering if I could direct insert, because these absolutely spam out the material. Could I direct insert? Not insert, well, direct load. I think I could. I could maybe offset them and do it on one side rather than two. So I put that there. I mean, because that I need... a double thing. A double thing. A double thing. So we put these here. Is that all? Oh, it's not hooked up, but 857. Okay. So in theory that would do what we need. I wonder if I could... No, let's just do it on the side, because say at some point I may do, you know, expand it. I'm putting superior belt on. More because I've got it than anything else, but it's a, you know, the maths is for advanced. So if that's then, that needs to be one of the other ingredients. This is the other. This is the other. Oh, wait a minute. At what point have I done the lithium? I haven't done the lithium at all, have I? Oops. We'll come back to that. I don't think I'm going to get this done by the end of the stream anyway. Right. That going to work? Because it just needs sand. And this is just supplying sand. Cool. Okay. Next one then. So, this bad boy. So let's put it... How much space have I left? I've left sort of a random, nonsensical amount of space. Because why not? Oh, well, these need... How much actual stone do these need? It's only 0.3. Okay. So, if I just sort of take one of them, do that. There. Okay. This is always quite amusing. The for some of these undergrounds, it's just like, it's like almost sarcastic. Because I suppose it's designed to match the longer underground pipes, but that's it's just ridiculous. It's like half a base. Right, yes, so that's them. We need to hook the sand stone up to that at some point. I think I'm going to go with separate. I could obviously put these into there as well and blah, 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 but I don't think I'm going to bother doing that. I didn't ever put the machine on, did I? So, again, I've left, so it's sort of a, it's just completely random, but I guess in theory I could put another machine in the middle is what I've gone for. except not. So instead of there, let's put it there. Yes, and then yeah, because this needs an output. Oh. So okay, and then it is just the one of these, isn't it? I didn't accidentally. Why are you telling me I only have... That's not enough glass. What? Did I put... Why is it okay there but not here? What? Why are we now suddenly 0.29 of a machine short? Okay. Because that's the same. Have I messed this up somewhere? Maybe it was being accidentally hit by multiple beacons? It's not a great problem. I can just put more of these on, but I'm puzzled as to why we suddenly have more of a demand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And yet this all balanced with net positive machines. And now it doesn't. Okay, I'll just add more on. That's fine. Right, in that case, need another one of you. And this needs to become a balanced one. I guess. Not like that though. Have you got stuff, Spider? Can I have some bits? Thank you. Right. I mean, the numbers won't work now because I've run out of prod modules, but that's annoying. So if we grab some there, and you've put them in. So can I share that? Yes, I do need another machine. But I should be able to share that like that. And I need to put some sand in so that it'll do the recipe. I'm going to say it's... I guess I could take some of these. Yeah, I don't understand what's happened there, but okay, fine. Right, yes, so works now. So let's take these out so that we can do the other part of the business. So this needs rods, and so do these guys. And you need sand. You need stone. Okay. So I moan about this not having stuff, I think, but... Oh, I can't do that though, can I? So in terms of those... It's point one of machine down again. I'm lost as to why that has changed. Okay, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The answer is always more. Okay, so now it's positive. Okay, so how many of these? I know why, but the spot right where you are building feels unique for alien biomes. I also enjoy how fast you are designing your circuits. Oh, thank you very much. um, it's a bit of a weird. I mean, a sort of, how to put it? This type of building is very trial and error, and it's kind of what I always do. So it's why I'm so quick, I guess. Not that I'm, other people aren't quicker, but I know someone I was talking to in particular, they were sort of, they design it all properly and do the numbers first, whereas I just sort of throw machines down and change it, sort of thing. So and can't work it out. And I say, that's why I'm puzzled why that doesn't work. But yeah, I the grey stuff is okay. I've actually the aesthetic series I'm doing, I ended up I completely messed the map settings up, and basically the entire base, the entire map, like half the map is all this purple stuff, and I'm not a big fan of the colour. I love the snow and the trees it does, because it's obviously alien biomes. I really like this. Is one of my favourite bits of the alien biomes, but it does feel unique. Yeah, you're right. But I say I'm not a massive fan of the purples, or rather is it more mauve, I suppose. Yeah, so my favourite is the sort of snowy texture. I think that looks pretty awesome. But yeah, I do think Alien Biomes is a good mod. I'm always puzzled why they never did something like that in vanilla. It just seems obvious that if you're on an alien planet, why not have weird coloured, why are the trees green and, the grass green, as it were? And then the other biomes are desert and, sandy desert. And it's about as like boring as you can get in a sense. So, we're now 2.1 machines down. Okay. So we had 3 more of them in. And we're, I think 5 of our, except we're not, because that just lacks a set of bacons. Are we run out of, I've run out of, oh, okay. So if I take some of these out, will I have enough to do the thing? But yeah, it's like why I like bus-based bases, because it's just that thing of, is that not enough? Oh, it is enough. You're just being weird with putting them in me. In fact, why even bothering with that? Like bus bases, because it's very much like a trial and error way of doing it. You just make sure your belts are full and you've got everything you need. We're now 1.8 machine crushers down still. And so I need some more sand in there, stone in there. How are we now 1.2 down? Oh, because these don't have bacons on, do they? Grab that then. Might have to do another supply thing. It's 10 to 7 though, which is approximately when I was anticipating finishing. So it's still a machine down. Okay. No. Have I got? No, not got any stuff for that. Okay. So I don't understand why it's gone like bigger though. Seems a bit. Oh. Got any stone? No. Any stone in here? No. How much stone in here? 31. Oh, hello to you, Everton. Good day, sir, and good day to you. You have a good point. Vanilla Factorio really feels like Earth. It's the least alien planet of all the alien planets I can imagine. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Now this is basically Earth. I do actually wonder if that's what they were kind of going for, in the sense that maybe it's like, Earth in a million years' time, and all that's left is some aliens that eat everything and spit acid, and the engineer crashes on future Earth and just calls it now this. But yeah, it's the most sort of, considering especially the aliens are, I mean, they're like the sort of aliens that couldn't ever actually exist. Oh, Pizza Hut. Oh, you're back. What pizza did you get, Zygog? And welcome, Deoditian. Hope you're having a good day. So those numbers are all positive. So that means we're okay, I think. Yeah. It's got a beacon. In terms of belts, though, because this is on Superior, isn't it? So there's 2.7 and 1.5. So, how many machines are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So, we could maybe like double belt this. Would that work? Because I'm going to have to get water in this as well. I think I am, aren't I? So if there was a loader, a belt, another belt, an outloader, a balancer. Can I put this here? Because this is just the quartz, but this needs water. Where the heck am I getting water from? Oh, there's water up there. Okay. No, pizza just suffering in my world. Crikey. How large is the map? So, do you mean in the general sense, or in terms of how much I've explored? Diablo, because the answer to your question, I believe, is 2,000. So every it's actually a tiled map, but there's a debug setting you can use to show the tiles. But generally speaking, these every square is a tile, and they're meant to be 1 meter big. So the engineer, your character, is 2 meters tall, sort of normal human size. So it's about, or it's slightly under 2 meters, I guess. But not that I think your engineer is human, or like alive. I think it's a robot. But that's meant to be 1 meter. And the map is it 200 kilometers by 200 kilometers? Basically, it's 1,000 kilometers. So 1,000 tiles. So 1,000 kilometers would be 1,000,000 tiles in every direction. So the map that's generated is a circle, and it's a 1,000,000 meters radius. So 2 million meters diameter. However, for all intents and purposes, it's infinite, because the way it does it is that it loads the map into memory, into your RAM, and there isn't a computer built that can hold the equivalent data, the data in RAM. Not even a Cray supercomputer sort of thing, because say it holds the entire map in RAM, and that's just, you know, too much. So your computer would melt down if you tried to reveal the entire map, basically. I mean, people have done it. There's a command you can do, but it literally, they just do it more out of principle. So in effect, and certainly if you had any entities, so any like objects in the map, it just, you know, it just can't run it, basically. So I'm doing 2 lanes, aren't I? Out of these, I think they're in. I think I'm miscounted. So I think it probably needs to be 1 over. So I guess because they're an even number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yeah. So I need to move them up anyway. So that needs to be on the top. I don't know if that answers your question. Probably a bit too much detail. Oh, huge. Yeah, as I say, it's effectively infinite. You can't actually, you know, play on the entire map. I mean, it's difficult to sort of explain if you're not quite, you know, if you're not familiar with the game. But basically, there's like, I mean, people have done tens of thousands of science per minute, which may not sound much, maybe, but it's an enormous amount of science. I mean, this base that I've got here, if I was actually supplying all of the, you know, so this base, if I was actually able to supply all of the science material, which I can't, as you can see, a lot of the belts are basically empty, it would only do about 300, 350 science a minute. So that sort of maybe gives you some of the scale. But yeah, you'll never, if you're interested in size and amount, you'll kind of never run out of challenge with Factorio, because basically, say it's sort of an effectively infinite game. Is this the best way of doing this? Probably not, but we'll see. Not that you have to do that. I mean, oh, I never asked you actually. I don't know if you're still there. Nithal, I assume you're say if you're still there, I assume you've played the game. I often ask new people, you know, what their experience is, because it's always fascinating to me. I know Zygorg was saying earlier that he's launched straight into a game of K2 science, space exploration, and 248k as his sort of first game. So it's always interesting to me, say, whether people have, you know, played it through, or they've not even launched a rocket, or, you know, they've started their first game as Angels and Bobs, or, you know, it's always fascinating. 248k Krastorio 2, I see. Oh, I see. So you have played. Oh, did you give up then? Because I thought you said you hadn't launched a rocket. So. Oh, right. So you've done Angels and Bobs as well. Okay. I know the Microsoft Flight Sim is over 2 million gigabytes, but most is streamed to PC. Yeah, it's done via Azure, isn't it? The cloud. I believe it's almost like a tech demo, is my understanding. Is Microsoft Flight Simulator, because it's like almost, you know, look at what cloud can do type of demonstration. So where do these actually need to be? Because I need the pipes. I think I'm going to have to go steel, because I think. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. Let's have a look. So the calculator wise, and then I'll pop that back to minutes. Although, doesn't it do water in seconds? So 250 is the flow rate. And aren't these... What's the flow rate on a pipe? That won't tell me, will it? I could go and quickly put a pump on. Where the heck is the... Oh, I keep losing the... There they are. Wind turbines. 205k and overhaul. Not done, but try for a bit. Alright, cool. Because I'm thinking of doing it. I mean, I'm actually thinking of doing it because I've been looking at 248k, as I say. But in terms of, I say, what overhaul mod to do next, I'm thinking one of Angels and Bobs. I'm not as brave as you. I can launch into all of them at the same time. Certainly not with biters on. I don't know if you're playing with biters. There it is. Pump. So, what do you do in terms of flow rate? 125, 125. So does that mean I need 2 steel pipes worth? Because that's 100, isn't it? And it's a per second thing, I think, that it tells you. Wow, so it only goes up to 125 when you use the steel. Why won't let me do upbreaking that? Huh. I can't... Can I build any ducts? Because these are meant to be even more. Small straight duct. Although I suppose this is limited, isn't it? In terms of its output. Oh no, I can't remember how to connect them. Oh, there's steel pumps, aren't there? Of course. How do I connect the ducts? I can't remember. T-junction duct pipe. Cross duct. Duct intake. There we go. Transfer normal pipes into a duct. That's right. Pumping speed 7,200. Because the normal one... Oh, that says 12,000 a second. God, I hate fluids in this game. Because that's per second. So it only needs 250. So actually, I think regular pipe should do it. Might have to put some pumps in to get it doing. But I could always do steel pipe instead. But yes, so let's put that on. In the assumption that one row of things will work. I just wanted to get this one done before I finish off. Absolutely starving. So sand. Now sand is going to come out of these at a bonkers rate, isn't it? Oh. Oh, of course it's lost the recipe. So what are you doing? Oh, okay. So it's only. It's 3 superior belts worth. Okay, so probably need to be a bit further over. So how much does each machine need? 0.2 of a superior belt. Okay. So if that's inputting, I say it needs to be 3 belts. Might be better off doing a proper balancer on this, I think. In which case, This tree's usually where the sort of cascade style starts to fall over. Yeah. So you might need to rethink this a little. But yeah, if that's there. Just leave them on. That. Oops. Like that. And then I need to get 3 belts out. Oh, and I guess I could simply offset them upwards and have those push the material. Yeah, let's try that. So, if these output this, oops, and then output right. Maybe do that for all of them. Pick this up. There. It'd be better if I aligned it with that, wouldn't it? Because then I don't need yet another set of balancers on it. So if I put it, say, there. I can just do that. Yeah. Copy that up. I have to just tweak it. Like that. So, probably not actually going to work because of the way it does the system base. Oops. So these are going to pump out. Oh. Don't you hate machines that need recipes? These are going to pump out 2.8 superior belts worth. So given that's going to pinch a bit, that's going to pinch a bit, that's going to pinch a bit, it should be able to push it all out onto those belts. Maybe. So we'll have to see on that one. But it only needs less than the superior belt coming in. So we'll end it here. So I will not be streaming tomorrow because I will be watching the Grand Prix instead. I usually listen to them afterwards, but being the British Grand Prix, and being that it's full coverage on Channel 4, I'll watch it live. But it doesn't, for some reason, doesn't start until 3 o'clock. So it's a bit late for me to start streaming at that point. So yeah, so there'll be no stream tomorrow. It would have only been the Blueprint series. There wasn't a continuation of this. This will pick up next week, next Saturday. We'll be working on the plastic side of it, and also lithium, because I completely forgot about lithium. Now, how do I make lithium? I guess lithium is also in an advanced chemical plant, isn't it? No? No, it isn't. Lithium chloride is, though. Oh, I remember. It's the electrolysizing ones, which I haven't got any of. It's these guys, these lads. But yeah, so we're making. I mean, we'll also have to do the whole weird thing of making lithium chloride out of water, basically. But yeah, so that's coming along. We're still. I mean, I'm still 578 belts off, so prod modules off. So it's not like the base is, in a position to really do much. We did do another test fire. But say these need to be more stuff coming in, and the real blocker at the moment is the electronic circuits. These ones and that, and basically when we get down to sort of here-ish, we've got a very thin belt, and then when we get up to, oh, it's full here. Oh, that's interesting. I guess something else here is not using them at the rate it should be. Oh no, they're full now. Oh, we're now out of crystals. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Why are we out of crystals? Not enough machines, maybe? Why are you not doing anything? Oh, it looks like we're out of acid. Nitric acid. Huh. That's interesting. Why are we out of nitric acid? Because we're out of ammonia. Why are we out of ammonia? Because we're out of nitrogen. Why are we out of nitrogen? There's just not enough. These need modules in them, don't they? Even more modules. Yeah, this is just simply not enough situation. Okay, fine. More problems. More problems. Okay. Let's pop my schedule up. So I have adjusted it for this week, but as I say, normally I would stream tomorrow Factorio as well. It would be one of my other series, my aesthetic series, or the blueprint series at the moment. I say this will definitely be back next week because I need to, we can spend the episode at the very least doing these circuits and fixing some of the other problems. But what I suspect I'll probably do is switch out to, say, Angels or Bobs or something like that, which is probably the next overhaul mod I'm going to tackle. Simply because this is just going to get to a point where it's a case of leaving the base running. I could just keep expanding and expanding and expanding, but it's sort of almost limited returns particularly in terms of the streaming, because if I need even more electronic circuits, I'll either just upgrade the belts or build another one, basically. So it's going to run out of interesting things, I think, eventually. But yeah, certainly a couple of streams left, I think, in this at the very least. And even if I do just do it off stream, leave it running, I'll do the final goal, because you've told me that it does something weird at the end, so that'll be interesting. And then I'll be back on Monday. So next stream will be on Monday, when I'll be continuing Satisfactory. If I've finished the steel, I tried to fix the steel this morning, all of the belts, the problems I was having, and it was not going well. Satisfactory is not suited to balancing, like belt balancing. It's just not very good at it. Particularly in terms of space, you seem to need an enormous amount of space to do something quite simple. So if I manage, basically we could be picking up with me just pulling my hair out still, trying to get it to work. So yeah, we'll have to see. Basically, I mean, I'll try and do it tomorrow so that it's not the stream, because it's probably a bit weird, a bit of a weird thing to stream. But yeah. So what I'd hoped to do was to switch on to aluminium bauxite. So I might do that instead, and I'll just leave the steel for the time being. But yeah, so that's the schedule. The normal schedule is the streams start Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 3 o'clock, and it's Satisfactory, Factorio, Factorio, Satisfactory. Monday one is at 5 because that's after work. If you wanted to catch my live streams, if you watch this on VOD, for example, then that's the channel address, Trismegistus. And if you want to catch any of my VODs, I do have a YouTube channel to which I upload all of the VODs. It's also Trismegistus, but it's alias to Triggles, so that you can find it. And if you wanted to follow me on Twitter, that's the same address as the YouTube. I just post when I'm going live, basically. And the Discord is intended for future to be about multiplayer. So, because I'd quite like to swap in some streams and do multiplayer Factorio streams in particular. But the problem is I've got so much going on IRL, searching for a new job, that I've just not got the time to dedicate to doing that. But if you were interested in that, then feel free to join, and I'll hopefully maybe update on stuff. But yeah, that's the sort of plan. So that's it for today. I was wondering. No, let's not do that. So yeah, so that's it for today. If you have been watching, then I hope you've enjoyed it. You might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Factorio. Thanks for watching. Cheers.